good evening, good morning, whichever time this uh, uh, broadcast finds you in. This is just like a kind of update and let you know where we are. And I want to take this time to encourage you as well. I was sitting back thinking about how long it's been since we've been together. And wow, thinking we kind of stopped in end of February or 1st of March. And this is April now, May, and May getting ready to end. We're getting ready to move to the June. And of course, we just celebrated the 5th Sunday. And usually on the 5th Sunday is when our children, our young people take charge of our service. And so they haven't had the opportunity to do that. But you know what? Things are going to get better. I know that, that this thing, what's going on, God has control of all of that. So I want to encourage the church to keep trusting in the Lord. Don't give up. We will be getting back together. Originally, it was my thinking that the first Sunday in June would be the day that I would try to bring the congregation back. But of course, something happened. One of our members got sick with the coronavirus, and you probably know, I'm not going to go any further than that. Took sick and guided, and which made me kind of reevaluate everything. That virus is still out there, and hasn't gone, and it is my desire and my concern for our seniors of our church. We have many seniors. Like, I guess I fit in that category as a senior, and we don't want to get our seniors contaminated with the virus, because it affects seniors apparently more than it affects the younger generation. And of course, even being in the part of the black brown people, it seems to be affecting us even worse, and more of us are dying in proportionate to how we are among the other groups. But it's in when it comes to us. It shouldn't be as many people dying. So we want to be careful. So, but rest assured, I'm evaluating it and keeping some things in mind, and we will definitely keep you informed of what's going on and when we're going to get back together. Okay. And my wife is letting me know that member is doing better as well. So I want you to know everything is progressing with that particular member that got caught the virus. I know I found out too that some might have thought that I had it. Well, my wife and I did get tested, and for as we know, we're fine. We're all right. Our pastor's not sick or anything, so we're fine. I want to take this opportunity as well to thank you for your consistent giving. I've been kind of keeping up with it to see what our church needs and see how everything is moving with the congregation not being here. And I just want to just offer a big thank you, because even though we are not here, the bills of the church and those things we are committed to keeps on going. Even though we're not burning as much electricity, but the light bills still have to be paid, and the telephone bills have to be paid, and all of those other things that that religiously come in the mail that they're looking for money has to be paid. So that hasn't stopped. So thank you for your consistency in giving, using Givelify, and then we got members bringing it by the church, and the deacons are the trustees out there to receive it. So thank you for that, and it is your commitment in giving that's keep the church moving on. Next, I do want to acknowledge, if we would have had church, I definitely would have acknowledged one of our members, Brother Maslin, that got a position as the coach of the Reigns Vikings. I had to smile because all my family came through Rebought, and now I'm put in a very awkward position, because we definitely want Brother Maslin to do well. When I was thinking this thing through, I was reminded of some years ago. I had a grandson that played football, and he was happened to be playing football against my brother's grandson. And so my wife and I was in one side of the stands rooting for our grandson, and my brother and his family was on another grandstand rooting for his grandson. After a while, my brother came from his side to my side, and he sat next to me, and I'm saying, man, and because I'm rooting for my grandson. And so my brother made this statement. He said, it's hard to root against a herring. It was his daughter's son who was playing, even though it was his grandson, didn't have his last name. But my grandson had my last name, so he said, so they got upset with him because he was rooting for my grandson because he was a herring, so they sent them over to my side. So it's going to be difficult to root against a Maslin, okay? So, but we want you to do well, and we want to congratulate you in this position that you have acquired, and we know you're going to do well, and I may have to break ranks and somehow root for the reins vacant because we want you to do well, and we want you to know that our prayers are with you, and congratulations. I also would offer congratulations to our seniors. We have some pictures up at the front of the church just to acknowledge our full graduates. And again, we will be honoring them in our church service. And in fact, we would have honored all of the graduates from whatever level of graduation you are, high school and college or universities as well. We would have been honoring you, but unfortunately, the church is not in. So I just want to take a moment to honor you as well. And I know a lot of things that graduates look forward to having and doing was somewhat taken from you. But you know what? You're going to be all right. You are a group that come through, like when you get the revelation, they come through the hard times, but they have palms in their hands. You're going to have to come through some hard times. But it is these hard times that's going to have to develop you for your future. And your future brothers and sisters, those are our graduates, for whatever level you are, look very bright. You're going to do well because the church is praying for you as usual. Even though we are not meeting, we are praying for you, and we know that you're going to do well. So we want to give you congratulations to our graduates, and thank God for you, and we pray for you. Well, next Sunday is the first Sunday, and we will not be having service. So, of course, we're going to do the same as we've done before with the communion. So through the week, at the end of the week, the deacons and trustees, that we'll be announcing the times that they're going to be there, that you can pick up your communion bread, waffle, the wafer, and the wine, fruit juice, that you can pick it up, and then we'll do communion like we did on the first Sunday in May. That we'll do it from here, and we'll do it with you being in your homes. So, but if you don't get to the church, you can go to the store and buy some grape juice and get a nice one of these, what they call them, crackers, these saltine without the salt crackers, and that we're going to pray over it, and God's going to change us, and get that. But we do want you to take communion with us wherever you may be, whatever location you are. Even though the church is scattered, we're still one, and that's the opportunity for us to come back and be one again. So next Sunday we will be doing communion like we did the first Sunday in May. So make sure you when you come by the church, pay your tithe or whatever, give your offering. Make sure you get your communion bread and juice, and then you can be prepared to take communion with us on next Sunday. That's all I have, and again, I want to thank you. Stay encouraged. Let's stay together. Take this opportunity to strengthen your faith. Don't lose heart. Be encouraged. God knows exactly where we are and where you are. And when the time is right, He will bring us back together again. God bless you. Lady Herring and I love you, and we're praying for you. Stay strong.